But I wanted to do something that I've never done before. Ask anybody that I work with, I'm very picky about things. Like if something's not nudged in the right place, like I'll sit there for hours trying to get it right. I don't know where this comes from, this compulsive thing. I would start on a song and then usually another idea would pop up, so I'd either add that as like a bridge or a hook or just a second kind of like a interlude to the next song, and I would start on that, or I'd open a new project and start another one. So I pretty much had like 20 ideas. You didn't lose interest in it at all? All right, cool. Well, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I just gotta get the fucking mix right because I'm already hearing it. I'm like, damn, I can't put that out like that.
Musically, I mean, Ty to me has a great ear. He's a great arranger. I just think, you know, he's out the box.
Oh, you know what? And I'll take the bass line off of this one, and we'll go in with the electro, the more electro bass line.
Treasy.
All the records went through tempo changes. They went through key changes. I was just trying to capture the best feeling for each record. The creation of this track came from me listening to a lot of different music. I was listening to a lot of Morr's Day, a lot of the Time stuff. Currently I was listening to a lot of Dirty Bird stuff, and I was like, man, how cool would it be to blend two things together like that? Initially that was the idea, but it turned into, over time, what you guys will be hearing. Phil and I had started working on a few chord progression stuff like that because I wanted to do something that I could hear Erykah Badu on. I played her the first like loop that we had. We looped it for like 2 minutes. It was just a 3-chord progression, and we started writing it right there. I was talking to my friend Elisa about the feel I was going for and to see if she had anything in mind. Phil and I had sat with the record. I had these ideas for these jazz chords, and as the record progressed, we actually managed to make 2 different songs, so we decided to merge them together.
Ty is like a producer, like a true producer. He's gonna take elements from house, from hip hop, from, you know, R&B, rock. He takes different elements from all of these different genres, fuses it together, and then creates, you know, what he does best.
And I was like, this is the one I want, and I want to put it right here. And I really think it was that one. I honestly think it was that one, but because I remember thinking like, oh, but there's a white background, like how will we write the title of it and stuff like that.
There's a nice balance here.
Yeah, it just fits, like, again, like we were talking about, like what I was doing musically, just taking these really crazy sounds, but they might not necessarily go good together. Like people might not think, oh damn, this sound would go good with this, but they're just so dope. Like how can you make it make sense? This was one of the earlier records that I had written for the project. Actually, the chords changed in the second verse, and it's a more soulful, soothing type of feel. My boy Phil, who's fucking amazing on the keys, he really did great with changing the chord progression from the hook to the verses, because I already had the chord progression down, like it was already there, but I didn't know how to extend it. I was like, well, I don't want it to be boring, so he'd come through, and I just told him like, I need something to change this through, something like this, and I tried to like hum it to him, and he nailed it. Track 5, 9:47 p.m. PST. It was actually the first song that I had started writing, and based on the record, I wanted to kind of take little ideas that were in that song and actually base the whole album on that sound. The thing that makes me excited about just doing instrumental music is I can just lock myself in a room and just put my feelings down and tell my story. The idea behind this project was to try to capture different feelings that I haven't written before. I still wanted to make it so it's like, if like an artist would hear it, they'd be like, damn, I could definitely do something to this. I still wanted to keep the sound that I have with this new type of territory that I was getting into. And so I wanted to do something that was a little bit more jazz influenced and a little bit more R&B influenced, but still have a funk approach to it. I never know when my project is done. I don't even think it's done now, but but I guess it gets to a point where if it feels right, then just stop on that one song and then move on to the next. So all the songs that I have done for this project, they're all at the point where I feel that there's enough of it to get the idea of the story that it tells.